Let me ask you a question. How do you look when you walk into a room? Do you look strong? Confident? Are you that person that others notice, even without speaking? Today you're going to train two muscle groups that change everything. Your shoulders, which give you presence, and the abs, which support your strength and project discipline. This is day 5 of the 30-day Muscle Mass Gain Challenge. And you're not here by chance. You're here because you've decided to look, feel, and be better. Do you train at home? I'll show you how. Do you have a gym? I'll squeeze the most out of it for you. It doesn't matter from where. It matters how you do it. So breathe, focus, and get ready to build the details that complete your physique. And before we get started, subscribe, turn on the little bell, and comment below, Day 5 completed, if you're ready to make your mark with every repetition. Before you load a single dumbbell, you have to prepare your body. Even more so when we're talking about shoulders and abs, two areas where poor activation can turn into an injury or an unproductive repetition. This warm-up activates the rotator cuff, scapular mobility, and abdominal control. Do each movement for 30 seconds, with no rest in between. First movement, external rotations with towel or band. Hold a towel or an elastic band with both hands. Keep your elbows close to your body and spread your hands out to the sides. Feel the small muscles that protect your shoulder activate. Do this with control. Second, Y and T arm circles. Bring your arms to the front, up diagonally in a Y shape, and then to the sides in a T shape. Contract your upper back, keeping your neck relaxed. This movement improves posture and activates the deltoids and middle trapezius. Third movement, abdominal activation with dynamic hollow hold. Lie on your back. Raise shoulders and feet a few centimeters off the ground. Keep the abdomen contracted. Bring your knees to your chest and extend them again. Control your breathing. This engages the core before the actual effort. Fourth and last, slow band or bottle press from neutral position. Simulates a military press, but slow, with constant tension. You can use bottles, bands, or just isometric tension. This movement activates anterior deltoids and prepares you for the real presses. And that's it. Your shoulders are lubricated, your abdomen is awake, and your body is ready to perform. Now let's get to the routine for those who are training from home. And yes, you can build strong shoulders and defined abs without stepping foot in a gym. Today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step guide to get the most out of each repetition, whether you're using a backpack, a couple of bottles, or just your body weight. We start with front raises. This exercise activates the front part of the shoulder, the one that gives volume and shape when you look straight ahead. All you need is a backpack or 2 bottles. With your arms straight, you're going to go up to eye level and slowly lower. If you're just starting out, work with small bottles and do 2 sets of 10 reps. If you already have some control, use more weight or a backpack and do 3 or 4 sets of 12 to 15. Rest between sets for 30 to 40 seconds. And if the weight you're using is really demanding, don't be afraid to take up to a minute and a half. Remember, training harder also requires recovering better. After that, we move on to lateral raises. This exercise works the middle deltoid, the part of the shoulder that contributes most to that rounded, broad look everyone wants. With a bottle in each hand, you're going to lift your arms out to the sides until they're in line with your shoulders, then slowly lower them. Control is everything here. If you cheat by moving your torso, you stop training the muscle that matters. You can start with 2 sets of 10 reps, or if you're at a stronger level, do 4 sets with a little more load. Use a one-handed backpack if you need more of a challenge, alternating sides. Rest enough so you don't lose the quality of the movement. If you feel it burning, that's a good sign. The third exercise is the military press with a backpack or bottles. Here we work the entire shoulder, but especially the front and stabilizers. You're going to lift the weight from your shoulders up, stretching your arms all the way, and then lower it to just above your collarbone. This movement mimics what a barbell press would be, but adapted to the home environment. It's one of the most effective you can do at home. 2 sets for beginners, 3 or 4 for those who already have practice. If you're training with a loaded backpack, take a minute or 2 between sets if you need to. Better to do 1 good set than 2 mediocre ones. We continue with pike push-ups, a homemade version of the vertical push-ups. This movement works the front part of the shoulder and also the triceps. You stand in an inverted V position and lower your head to the floor by bending your elbows. It's harder than it looks. If you are a beginner, keep your hips higher to reduce the load. If you're stronger, lower more vertically and do the reps slowly. You can even elevate your feet on a chair to increase the difficulty. 2 to 4 sets, depending on your level. And yes, if you train hard here, you're going to need complete rest. Don't underestimate it. We now move on to the abdominal, starting with the basic crunch. Lying on your back, bend your knees and keep your feet flat on the floor. From there, raise your torso just a few inches, feeling your abdomen contract. This exercise focuses on the upper rectus abdominis. If you do the movement right, you will feel the burn after 10 repetitions. You can do 2 sets if you're just starting out, or up to 4 if you're experienced. If you hold a 1-second pause at the top, the impact is much greater. Then we do isometric plank. This is not a movement exercise, but a control exercise. You lean on your forearms and feet, activate your abs and glutes, and hold the position. Here you work the deep core, the muscles that keep you stable in everything you do. You can start with 20 seconds per set, but the goal is to get to 1 or 2 minutes with good form. And if you're strong, you can even add weight on your back. Between sets, rest as much as you need to get back to maintaining quality tension. And finally, I give you 2 options: crunch bike or leg lifts. If you're a beginner, the bike is ideal because it works the obliques and improves coordination. If you're looking for more intensity, leg lifts are perfect for the lower abs. You can start with 10 repetitions per side, or go up to 15 if you have control. Remember that in abdominal exercises, more is not always better. What matters is that you feel the work in every inch of the movement. And with this, you close a complete routine for shoulders and abdomen from home. You don't need big machines or Olympic discs. What you need is to move with intention, with technique, and with the discipline of someone who is not waiting, but building. And you're doing it. Now, let's get to the advanced gym routine. Today we're working on shoulders and abs, and if you do this the right way, you're not just going to get in shape. You're going to build real strength, aesthetic proportion, and a physique that's noticeable from every angle. Here we train with intention, but also with strategy. And that includes knowing how to rest. If you're using heavy weights, working to failure, or giving it your all on the last rep, don't be afraid to rest more. Taking 90 seconds, 2 or even 3 minutes between heavy sets isn't wasting time. It's making sure you can perform at your best on the next set. Smart resting is also part of progress. Let's start with the barbell military press. This is the king for building big, strong shoulders. It primarily works the anterior deltoid, but also activates the laterals, trapezius, and triceps for support. It's a movement that makes you stronger in everything. If you're at an intermediate level, you can work between 20 and 40 kilos. If you are already advanced, go up to 50 or even 70 kilos, always prioritizing technique. Do 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. And if the load is heavy, rest for 2 to 3 minutes. Recovering well is what allows you to push hard on the next set. After that, we move on to dumbbell lateral raises. This is the best exercise to give amplitude and round shape to the shoulder. Here you don't need to lift much. What matters is technique, tension, and control. If you are intermediate, work with 6 to 10 kilos per dumbbell. Advanced, between 12 and 14 kilos, always with a clean movement. Do 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions, resting 45 seconds if the weight is moderate, or up to 90 if you go to the limit. This is not an exercise to break records, but to sculpt muscle. The next exercise is the Z-bar neck rower. It works the anterior and middle deltoids, upper trapezius, and also improves upper torso density. Pull the bar to the top of your chest, keeping your elbows higher than your hands. If you're at an intermediate level, use 20 to 30 kilos. If you are advanced, you can go up to 40 or even 45 kilos. Do 3 sets of 10 repetitions. This exercise can be demanding on the shoulders, so if you're carrying heavy, extend your rest to 2 minutes. It's the quality of each repetition that counts. We continue with the posterior raises, also known as reverse flies. Here we work the back of the shoulder, a key area for aesthetic balance and joint health. You can do it with dumbbells on an incline bench or on the inverted pec deck machine. If you use dumbbells, the ideal range is between 6 and 10 kilos. Do 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Rest for 30 to 60 seconds and focus on squeezing the shoulder blades. Don't throw your arms. Control the movement from start to finish. Now we move on to the abdomen, and we do it with crunch on pulley or machine. This exercise works the upper rectus abdominis and allows you to use progressive load. If you use the pulley, kneel down, hold the rope and bend your elbows towards your knees. If using a machine, adjust the backrest, take a deep breath and squeeze with each repetition. Intermediates can work with 20 to 30 kilos. Advanced, with 35 to 50. Do 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. And if you do the reps slowly and with a good pause, take 90 seconds between sets. The abdomen also needs recovery if you work with real weight. After that, we do barbell leg raises, one of the best exercises for working the lower abdomen and improving core control. Raise your legs straight or bent, depending on your level, and lower slowly. Do 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. If you train with good technique and take your time on each repetition, you can allow yourself a longer rest of 1 to 2 minutes between sets. And to close, if you want an extra challenge, you can do weighted planks or use the abdominal wheel. Both movements activate the deep core and improve overall torso stability. Do 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds if you do plank, or between 10 and 15 repetitions with wheel. It's not so much the weight that matters here, but the control. Breathe slowly, hold the tension, and feel it burn. And with that, you end up with a complete session, well thought out and designed to make your shoulders and abs really respond. Remember, progress isn't measured just by how much you lift, but by how much intention you put into each set. And that, you already know how to do. And so we end day 5 of the challenge. Today you worked on 2 areas that transform more than you can imagine. The shoulders, which give presence, balance and visual strength. And the abdomen, which not only looks, but supports your entire performance. But this goes beyond aesthetics. Today you strengthened your posture, your discipline and your body control. Today you trained your muscles, but you also trained your perseverance. And if you made it this far, it's not luck. It's decision. You're proving that you don't just start things, you finish them. And that already puts you on another level. Now do the following. Leave a day 5 completed in the comments so everyone can see you mean business. Subscribe if you haven't already, turn on the little bell and share this challenge with someone who needs a real change. And get ready, because tomorrow comes day 6, leg and metabolic cardio. A day to sweat, burn, and build at the same time. See you in the next video. Keep going strong. And remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about taking small steps every day. Your health, energy, and life depends on the choices you make now.